Hello, everybody. Whoo, Lord have mercy. It has been a hot minute. One second, you guys. Hello, everybody. Hello, everybody out there. Yeah, things are different, you guys. So for you guys, um, well, this is going to look a little bit familiar. And what you can't see off camera is I have added Oh, it's Marcus. What is happening? David Mansell says hello. What's going on, brother? How y'all doing? What's happening is I am here. We are doing a live stream, and I love your faces. I miss you guys like you couldn't even believe. Can you guys hear me? Okay, I got the mic a little bit far away. Yeah, who dis? That's the whole idea of this whole stream. What's going on, Andre? How you doing, brother? How is everybody doing? Wow, we already got 11 people in here. Holy crap. Ricky Lawrence, one half of Law and Heifer here. I love it. He hath risen, says Crispy. Oh my gosh. You are too good. Facebook user says, no warning, no nothing. That sounds like Alex Campbell. It's Alex. Alex, you're coming in as Facebook user. Hit that StreamYard thing, buddy. Hold on one second, you guys. Yeah, it's wild, you guys. On top of the normal setup, Ricky Crispy, I miss our Wednesday nights together. I do too, brother. I really, really do. Marcus, yeah, as soon as we can, we're gonna have to get something going, you guys. We really will. Crispy says, "What's up, Marcus?" Ricky Lawrence says, "Hey, y'all. Hey, how's everybody doing?" And guess what? I will be occasionally looking up, doing one of these moves because there's an echo. Oh no. Is it really bad? It was my phone. You're cool. All right, you got feedback. Oh, so it's the phone. Okay, sweet. Okay, sweet. You know what else might be happening? So what you guys are seeing me do there is I'm actually okay. A little behind the scenes baseball, a little bit about how the sausage is made, so to speak. Um, this is a webcam. This is a 4K webcam. But anybody who's seen my streams long enough knows I have a second cam. Oh, yes. So this is my overhead art cam. It's all it's out of frame. You can't see it. What I've added to it is Instagram. Took my old phone. It's not old, but it's older. And I'm running Instagram through there. I've got to figure out how to set it all up. So Instagram, hello, love you guys. The echo you're probably hearing Instagram is my phone is right next to you. My newer phone is right next to you guys, and it has always produced a little sound, a little echo. I don't know why. Can somebody explain this? Somebody who's more knowledgeable about this sort of stuff than I do. It used to be on phones, if you held the volume down button all the way, it would go all the way down to mute, and no sound comes out of it. I think I have an iPhone 13 Pro. It's massive, massive phone. But you take it and you hold it all the way down, and as you can hear, there's still sound that comes out. It's very quiet, but I can't get it to truly mute. Can anybody explain that to me? I don't know why. Facebook user again says, "What's up? This is crazy." Who said that? Oh, Rob White, what's going on, brother? What's this? How do you beat a bear? Very easily, it seems. Yeah. Yeah, we'll talk about that. I am here, said All Might. Nice. I'd recognize that side boob from anywhere. Absolutely. You're gonna be seeing some side boob. Trust me. But yeah, so I wanted to get on here, you guys, and I wanted to tell you guys what has been going on, where have I been? I want to do some art. But mostly I just want to say, um, I didn't know you were on Facebook as well. It's echoing on Instagram. Okay, Ryan. Why? Can anybody help me figure out this phone situation? Why will it not go absolutely? I have an iPhone 13 Pro Plus. If I could get that thing to just be quiet, in one earplug. It's echoing because it's going in one of your ears and coming out the other. I feel like Andre is just messing with me at this point. I really do. I really do, which I love because I love Andre. Um, I don't want you guys to hear an echo. Mm. Issues. Come back and already give us issues. Oh, yeah. Well, that's what I do. It's what I do. Um, it's all black magic. No, 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 no. What? Okay, so it's what they're saying is yes. So crispy. I also put it on silence. So yeah, no, I clicked it on silent, which is why it's so weird because it will not go all the way quiet, and I don't understand. Don't understand why. I get the little button. It flicks it and goes red for silent. Okay. Then I also hit the volume down, the mute button all the way down, and it just will not be quiet. I don't understand it. I really don't. Um, what I could do, Instagram, could move you guys away from that. Well, how about this? What if I just talk quieter? Put a piece of tape over the mic. It's not a bad idea. I mean, you guys are right, but Instagram, you are right. But you know what, Instagram? Here's what I'm going to do. Instagram, I'm going to start you back over. I'm going to move you guys. Love you guys. I'm not ending the stream. I'm just going to start it over. Okay? So, bye bye. I'll be right back. Okay. I'm coming back. If you're watching this on another platform, yeah, that's the power cable. Yeah, we're doing this live, you guys. That's what we do. You guys know I run a completely, truly, truly professional uh film studio here. Uh not that I'm not that I'm learning as I go at all. I totally know what I'm doing. So let me give you a rundown. Yes. So on my other iPhone, under here is the uh you can see the red silence. This is silence just like it, and the volume button is pushed all the way down. And um, hold on. Boom. And the difference is, as you can hear, I'm going to put this right next to the mic. You can't hear anything on that phone. But my newest phone, my iPhone 13, I did the exact same process, and you still hear a little echo. It's super janky. It's super weird. I don't understand. But I don't need to understand it just yet. What I need to do is I need to get us a place where I can put Instagram back in everybody and everybody can see. So we're gonna be doing a little bit of something here. I don't want it to be in the shot. Sounding real directorial. I'm sounding real directorial over here. All right, you guys. Thank you for bearing with me. I love you guys. I'm so excited to be doing streams again. I don't you know me. I don't have a set like schedule. I don't know exactly how often and everything, and I'll get into a little bit more into the weeds about why. Um, and but I wanted to get on here and I wanted to say hi to you guys because I missed the crap out of you guys. Um, so the first thing I will talk about is my how is that even happening? You're on silence. See, you see, my phone calls go through my newest phone, the phone that is supposed to be on silent. You see what I'm saying? It makes no sense, y'all. Um, all right, so we're gonna get you guys set up here. Oh, that. 1 second, you guys. I love you guys for being so patient. I gotta get it set up to where they can see what I'm drawing. Okay. All right. I know this isn't exactly the best setup because I got a camera in frame, but we're gonna figure this out. All right, Instagram. Boy, it'll be a little shaky. Yankee down south. Hello, what's going on, everybody? Hey, is the echo gone? First thing, Instagram. Hello, is the echo gone? That's what I need to know from you guys. All right. Um. All right. So I got Facebook over here. Facebook Messenger saying, "Oh my God, it is. Is it sexy, Jeff? I'm trying, Miguel. I'm really trying." Okay, I share to the Ed Weirdos. Thank you, Ryan. Love your face, brother. Thank you so much. Jeff got lucky in Chicago. Miguel. But your pineapple on pizza. I like pineapple on pizza. I really do. Hope everyone is doing well, and please share if you can. Yes, please. Hope. Hey, get your ish together, Edwards. I'm working on it, Mitchell. It's so damn good to see you, my brother. We miss y'all, bro. So miss you guys. Love you guys. Love all the Sanders. Hey, it's been a while since Brendan Young. I know the phones are. I know, Brendan. I miss you, bud. The phones are not covering anything, so it's fine. Okay, I appreciate you working with me on that one. David Mansell says, Chris, he got the legs done. That's because it's an Apple product. Yeah. I can't argue with. I mean, it's really not making it easy for me. So are you guys Instagram? Hello, I love you guys. Are you guys getting an echo still? No echo. Thank you, Uncle Mike. Dog groomer. Love your face. Thank you, brother. Now, you guys will get a little shaky because I have you guys just for this first run. Now that we're coming back, I do have you guys attached to my actual drawing desk. So it's going to get a little shaky. I apologize. There we go. I will try to remember to take the bounce out. All right. Andre's got to go. He's got to start his drive home. No worries, brother. Thank you for being here. Me and my fiance bought a house this week. My son is 8 months next week. Hold on. Who said that? Brennan, you bought a house. I'm so freaking happy for you, brother. Home ownership is a huge responsibility. But after years and years of renting and not owning my own stuff, I'm so glad that Kimberly and I are homeowners. I'm so happy for you, buddy. It's a lot of work, but you can do it. You're gonna kill it. Doug Moore says, "Hey, what's up, buddy? What's going on, Douglas? How you doing, brother?" Whew. Okay, so now that we got the echo for now figured out, I'm gonna have to adjust this a little bit, but we're gonna get you. We're gonna do one or two things. I can't see the comments, which I don't want. So we're either gonna have to move you to where I can see. Hold on now. Did I clip you to like right here? Hold on, Instagram. Hold on. Stay with me now. Hold on. What if I brought you guys? If I did this, because this way, if this works, I can actually see the comments. I know. I'm so sorry. Spin you around here. What if I dropped you guys completely on my face? What if I did that? Professional. What would really make it all easier is if I just had a phone up top here that didn't have an echo. Instagram, I love you guys. If you're still with me through all that, you guys are so incredible. Okay. Hello. Welcome to my TED Talk. So professional. Let me get you lined up back here. All right. There you guys go. And now I can actually see your comments. I know. It's not perfect. But you know what? I have never live streamed to Instagram before. So I am learning as we go, bro. Learning as we go. Okay. All right. Where are we at here? Can't believe you're doing this instead of working on my commissions. Oh, Miguel. No, that wasn't Miguel, but it sounded like him. Mitchell. No, trust me. We got this. We got discussions to have. So freaking good to see your beautiful. Oh, I love your face, Josh. Love your face. All right, you guys. So, what on the job training? I like it. Yeah, yeah, I know. Now you guys are gonna go from an echo to like my booming voice of God just screaming into the microphone. You guys can see me streaming streamception. We're gonna fix this next week whenever I do this again. So what do I what we got so much to talk about. First off, I want to just give you guys a little bit of perspective about my usual. We'll put it that way. So typically, right? Typically, I do anywhere from 5 to 7 conventions a year. I'm not out there doing a lot of conventions, not because I don't like conventions. I love conventions. But I'm usually at home trying to get the work done that I need to get done so that I can go to conventions or I can get published or again or whatever, right? Um, but in the last 10 weeks, I have gone to 6 shows. So in the last almost 3 months, I've essentially crammed an entire year's worth of conventions into 2 or 3 months. So it has been insane. And a lot of things have had to be pushed to the back burner because I will come home for a day. I'll come home for a day and I will have to work basically all day, all night to do, well, for example, the siphon covers, some of which just got posted into the Facebook page. If you guys over here on Instagram didn't know, I have a Facebook uh, fan page. It's called the Official Ed Weirdos fan page over on Facebook, and it's kind of where we do like a central hub of everything. So go check it out. Join up. It's a lot of fun. Um, but you guys can see that the siphon covers have been getting announced and the solicitations have been coming out. Well, all that had to happen basically on the few days I was home during the week when I was leaving to go to a new con. Like I really had to thread the needle. It was crazy. So other things had to get pushed to the back burner. One of which is a lot of doctor's appointments. I know that sounds silly. I know, but last week I had Kimberly and I were pulled away from our work for 4 separate appointments of some kind. We were so busy that one of the appointments was our 6 month checkup for our dentists, and we literally had to go at the same time because we could not, like, if they were like, oh, we'll bring your husband in one day, we'll bring you in. No, 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 no. We are so swamped with stuff. We have an hour and a half. We're gonna both go, and you're gonna have to do 2 dental techs at once because this is literally all the time we have. Yeah. For anybody on Instagram who doesn't know, JJ, our baby boy, he had his NICU nurses in his last developmental checkup had said, "Hey, maybe we should get him looked at for his hearing." So we got him into an ENT, and the first time it went through, they were like, "Yeah, we're pretty sure he can hear okay, but he was kind of a squirmy worm. So we're going to have him come back for a second round, and we're going to have 2 audiologists work with him, so that one can keep him kind of excited and happy, and we can kind of get a really good reading." And so that was part of last week, part of our schedule of appointments. And yeah, they came out of it saying, "Yeah, he can hear fine. If he's not answering you, he's ignoring you." So he can hear fine, which is great news. And yeah, and so, but then I ended up having to go to my audiologist because if you don't know, um, I still have a perforated right eardrum. Yeah, I had to go. I had to give it some time to go in for my follow up. I went in for my follow up, and 10% of my ear is perforated. My eardrum is perforated. One of the many things that an eardrum does is it keeps the inside in and the outside out, and I'm risking it every day. I can get some bad infections, and you don't want to do that with your inner ear. The ENT guy was very sobering, saying it's millimeters away from your brain. You do not want to get an infection that starts in your inner ear because it can just get straight access to it. If it works its way through your body through the systems to your inner ear and you get an inner ear infection, that sucks. It's horrible, but it's not nearly as bad as if them bugums in the ear and everything just have a straight shot to your inner ear to set up camp. Other things can happen. You can get growths, skin growths inside your inner ear, all of which really dangerous, really bad. So I had to go in and see if my ear had healed up. It didn't. So I've lost on in my right ear. I've lost the low end. I can't hear bass in my right ear as well, which is why um, outside sounds I've gotten pretty much back to normal. But everybody hears their voice inside their skull through bass, vibrations, and I can still hear a little difference between one side and the other in my own voice, which makes me sound weird in my own head. Um, so I got to go get surgery. Awesome, awesome times. Uh, so yeah, it sucks. It sucks. Um, yeah. Oh, sorry about that, Instagram. I didn't mean to smack you. I'm not. Just Mullins says, "Guess who's back? Back again. Jeff's back. Tell a friend. Guess who's back? Guess who's back?" I love you, Mullins. Love your face, brother. Um, hold on. Brennan Young says he was only he. I was able to only need to rent for a year. Nice. All right. Well, then you'll only rent for a year, and then then you're in the home ownership. Nice. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. CJ James says, "Hey, hey, Midwestern hello." It is a Midwestern hello. That is absolutely true. We do take our time on the hellos and the goodbyes. How you doing, CJ? Chris Mitchell says, "Just hire Doc Ock to hold all your devices." I know. I really do need that. I really, really do. You can do a commission for me, says Ryan Ambrose, in the bathroom. Another useless fact. I know you spent 3 years of your life in the bathroom. Spent a lot of time in the bathroom. Miguel says, "Enough talky talk." Miguel, get to it, Miguel. You're so cute. Mitchell says, "Smart kid." Yeah, I know, right? Where are you messing with Q-tips? I'm actually pretty gentle with my Q-tips, Miguel, but I appreciate you asking. Mitchell says, "Stop sticking pencils in your ear." That's not where they go. Um, yes, he did. IG Jeff is very abusive. Oh, he knows that. They know, Mitchell. So long story short, you guys, I don't want to get into like the minutia, but yeah, if I have not responded to emails or DMs, it is because I've literally been running around like crazy. We have a saying around these parts. It's a little grim now that I think about it. I've never you ever do that? You ever just sit there and think about what expressions you say and then you're like, wait a second. The expression is I've been running around like a chicken with its head cut off. And then you think about it and you're like, oh my God. If anybody didn't live out here and didn't have family who had farms and all that stuff, and that wasn't a normal thing for you, you'd be petrified at the idea of what that might look like. Well, it looks exactly like it sounds, just kind of wildly running around like crazy. That's what we've been doing. Um, JJ's home today because he is sick. And he's not that bad, but he had a really hard night last night. We were up three times for about 2 hours each. So we're all running on no sleep, which is awesome. And we just figured we'd keep the buddy here, keep him here, let him rest up, and he's been doing a lot better today. I never received that Omega Red mashup cover I won like a year ago. Do you know what happened to it? Okay, hold on. Miguel said, "How did you mess your ear up?" Okay, Miguel, I messed my ear up when a few months ago. I got JJ came home sick and he gave Kimberly it and she gave it to me and then I gave it back to JJ and we had this like round robin and it basically just made what was like a sinus infection get worse every time and then it ended up being an ear infection that got so bad and so much pressure built up in my head that it blew my eardrum out. It popped my eardrum and yeah, and so I went to an ENT as soon as I could get in. They said, "Yep, you got a hole in your eardrum. We're going to give it a little bit of time and let your body heal because there are signs of healing. Come back in a little bit." I came back. This was my follow up. They said it's not healing. You're going to need to have a surgery. That's how I messed up my ear. Yeah. Um, Mitchell says, long story long. Don't act like you don't like it. Brennan Young says, I never received that Omega Red mashup cover I won like a year ago. Do you know what happened to it? It was an Omega Red mashup with who, Brennan? I can look into it. I'm if I had to guess, because I don't have any mashups and I haven't had any mashups. I got them all out a while ago. If I had to guess, I would say they are probably either still getting colored or still at CGC. That's a very speculative guess there, brother. But you let me know which one which it's Omega Red mixed mashed up with somebody else. Let me know, and I will try to find. I'll try to hunt it down. I have a pic of it on my phone. I can send you even better. Um, Josh Sanders says, "I'm just saying Jeff might be the hardest working man in the business." I'm just trying to be as hardworking as you, brother. I really am. I really, really am. You guys inspire me so much. Miguel says, "Wow, your pain tolerance must be very high." Jesus. I never really sat down and thought about it, but maybe it is. I mean, I've never really had anybody. I've never really given it thought. Maybe. I played football. I used to be a bouncer. I fought a lot. Maybe I do have a height. I don't know. Um, Gosh, I've never thought. I never thought about it, Miguel. Maybe I've never been told I have a high pain tolerance. I guess we don't really talk about that, do we? Like in day. Hey, how was the last episode of Ahsoka? You know what? I can take an absolute sledgehammer to the face. Nobody talks like that. So I don't know. Um, maybe. Um, yeah, I never thought about that. Brendan says, I think it was a Thundercat Panthera or something. That does not sound. That does not sound like a familiar mashup. He did hang out with me for a week, and so yeah, no, that was excruciating. So if you guys didn't know, I actually did get to meet Mitchell face to face. Um, We spent a lot of time. We had dinner. It was amazing. Thank you, Mitchell, for making the trip. Really, truly, it made my weekend, my whole weekend. I got to see and meet and hug and all of it for the first time. Rob Moisel, Mitchell, just it was so good, so much fun. Thank you so much, honestly. Um, so yeah, so if you guys have been trying to reach out to me, that is a big reason why I may not have gotten back to you super fast, is because um I basically did a year's worth of conventions in 10 weeks, came home. I'm trying to get the rest of life caught up as well. And yeah, yeah, doctor's appointments. There's actually quite a few birthdays in my family around this time as well, so we're getting prepped for all that. And with the change of season, everybody gets a little bug 'em here and there. JJ got a bug, all that kind of stuff. So it's been nuts. So please be patient with me. I am responding as quickly as I possibly can. Um, so yeah, what is on the docket for moving forward is also something that we should discuss because I want you guys to know. So the way I do things is if I don't have any published work, then I work on my projects. And what are my projects? Well, that can be a lot of things. Right now, the projects that are my sorry, Instagram. I really did not. One of the my projects is if it falls under the my projects kind of umbrella is your guys' commissions. Um, Now I know that I've said that I'm going to be working on my own comic. I am. Said I'm going to work on my own children's book. I am. But I want to get you guys your commissions. So right now, the only thing that'll pull me away from working on you guys' commissions is if I have more life stuff, like if I gotta go get my ear, surgery for my ear. Obviously, I'm not going to be working, right? But other than that, it would only be published work. And you never know, honestly. You never know when that's going to come in. You talk all the time, and sometimes projects fall through, sometimes they don't. You never know. So I'm just going to capitalize on the time whenever I have it, for however long I have it, to work on you guys' commissions until I get them all sent off to you. So I don't know how long that's going to be. It's either going to be until I get them all done and sent off to you guys, or until I get some published work and then I got to stop and then I'll come back. That kind of situation. But I want to let you guys know. Mitchell says was a good time finally meeting you, Dan, David, Rob, and Mama Edwards. Suck it, Miguel. Yeah, Miguel. Mitchell got to meet my mom. Not only did he get to meet my mom, he got to have dinner with my mom, and we even like afterwards we were like, you know what, that was a lot of fun. Mitchell's a he's a he's a trolly little cuss on the internet, but he's a good dude. He's a good dude. Hold on one second, y'all. So you guys might hear JJ wake up. Because he is here. He is home. You might hear him. He's a big old lovey butt usually when he wakes up, but he has been he has been crying quite a bit these last couple of days because he just hasn't felt really good. So you might hear him crying, but rest assured, Mama's upstairs and she's got him. So we're gonna get some work done here. But we're also gonna do some streaming, which I'm super excited about. Oh, what's up, mijo? He says, "Miss you, bro. Stuff. What's going on? I miss you. We love your face." I'm glad you're here, Jose. Um, Speaking of cons, before I stop and get crack lacking, um, I don't know if I'm going to be going to WonderCon and this year coming up. And the reason why I'm taking the time to say this is because uh, WonderCon was the very first convention I went to as a fan, and then the next year was the first convention that I went to as an exhibitor. I've only missed 1 year since many moons ago when I started going, and that was supposed to be just a once in a lifetime kind of thing. Unfortunately, this last year, you guys know me. I don't like to sit on and harp on negativity. I really don't. I like to keep things positive and keep it happy and everything. But I also am not going to tell you guys lies. I'm not going to spin, the narrative. Um, I lost a lot of money at WonderCon this year, a lot. And it was a twofold approach. I looked at it and I said to myself, "Wow, I don't know what happened." So I looked and I said, "Okay, how many on average? How many prints do I sell at WonderCon? How many commissions do I sell at WonderCon?" I averaged it out and I looked at this last year, and both were significantly down. And then I said, "Okay, well that's never good, but maybe maybe I could just level out, like just make enough to go back." And then I realized, oh yeah, when you're used to paying $400 for a hotel, and now it's $750, and that's just one aspect. Flights are doing the same thing. Food and getting around town is the same thing. Car rental, all that stuff. Um, yeah, lost my shirt this year. So I just don't think I can do it again next year. Um, Now I would say I'm about 70 to 80% sure, but weirder things have happened. I could be invited to the show. Um, I could go with Top Cow. There's other options. There's other options, but me funding it myself, I just don't think it's something that I can do this year because stuff's not getting any cheaper. um Miguel says Chris is a troll. That is the pot calling the kettle black right there. But he's not wrong. Mitchell says I'd rather be a troll than a Cubs fan. Again, not wrong. Miguel then says admins should really do something about that misspelled Christopher. Yeah, at this point, I'm not sure if it's a misspelling. I really am not. Okay, so that's news moving forward. Going to be focusing for a little bit. Going to be focusing on getting your commissions done as fast as I can, and at the same time, also I might not be going back to WonderCon. Yeah, those are the big bullet points for the future. What have I got done in the last week? Like I said, basically 3.5 days were completely shot because we were gone doing all kinds of stuff. So my week was basically shot. But in that time, I did get some work done. I want to show you guys because some of you guys either are here live or you will be watching this hopefully later. So I want you to see what I've been working on. Oh, Marcus, he says, just dropped in the live to give my guys some love. I'm at work. Love you, brother. Thank you so much for being here. He says, keep being amazing, big bro. And thank you for pushing me. Keep pushing as an artist. Bro, I'm just glad you're doing it. Honestly, you got so much talent. It would be a freaking tragedy to not put it out there and let the world enjoy what you do. So I'm just glad you're doing it, brother. I really am. And then Miho says, I need to get out to you, dude. If you came out to, oh my gosh, we would be having ourselves a freaking jam. All right. We would need like a whole like 3 rolls of Pillsbury biscuits because we would have so much jam. Right? We would be jamming so much. It would be a great time. Basically, what I'm saying is bring yourself on out, chump, and we're having a good time. I love it. Spoiler: it's not one of my commissions. Oh no, 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 no. So I'm glad you brought that up, Mitchell, because I think that's important to discuss. How do I attack my commission list? Well, generally speaking, I do the oldest commissions first. Now, that's generally speaking. I do have the occasional commission that I have to bump up for a variety of reasons. Somebody could say wanted for a birthday, an anniversary, time sensitive reasons like that. If that's the case, I think everybody in here would agree that I should probably go ahead get that done, knock that out, and give it my everything. Give it my everything. But just make sure that I front load that so that somebody's little boy doesn't miss out on his favorite birthday present or stuff like that. So that's basically how I do it. I will take like a group of books, blanks, whatever I'm working on, and it'll usually have to do with the show, whatever show I'm at, right? So if I have 5 commissions that I took home from Planet Comic Con, I will take those 5, and those will be the block that I work on. Now, if a show that come around later, 2 or 3 shows later, and I get a commission from them from that show, and in one of those commissions somebody has a birthday coming up, I'm gonna have to do that first. I hope you guys all understand. But that's basically the yeah, the gist of it. Mitchell says he starts off by crossing off anyone whose name is Mitchell. That's true. It's almost like you're here with me. Hector Mariscal says, "Ayo, what's up, fam? What's going on?" He says, "R.I.P. Broncos." Yeah, that was. I know. Coach Prime said that was an old fashioned butt kicking, but the Broncos walked in and said, "Hold my beer." Oh my goodness. That was on the professional field. That was a professional stage. That's got to be worse. It's got to be worse. Um yeah, football has been kind of crazy this week. Uh Raiders lost, which I only really keep up with that because I have some connections through the family. And then Derek Carr got hurt. My family's been keeping an eye on him because he's a tremendous athlete, and then he gets hurt. And it's like, crap. Um, yeah, yeah. Chiefs won. I'm happy about that. Um, Yeah, this week's football, college, and NFL has been wild. Wild stuff. Mitchell says, I forgot to mention that my commissions are for my neighbor's cousin's cat's birthday. Well, you didn't tell me that. Circumstances, what's going on, brother? He says, so wow, you're cheating on me with another Marcus. I hate to say it, bro, but I'd actually be cheating on that Marcus with you. Because I went to school with that Marcus. I've known that brother man for. But trust me, there's enough Jeff to go around. Um, Extraordinary says, guess we can't bug you at WonderCon next year. No, 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 no. You can bug me. I'm just not sure how I'm going to get there. And if something like those scenarios didn't don't pan out, then yeah, it's just so expensive, you guys. And I don't want to say that. Like I'm not that guy. I'm that guy that I did it with LA Comic Con at the time with Stan Lee's Kamikaze, until it got to a point where I was losing a lot of money to go to these shows, and you gotta make that call. Sometimes they're really hard calls to make. I hope things change. I really do, but it would have to be a pretty drastic change. And I don't know if that's going to happen in 1 year. So, yeah, I don't like saying. I really don't. Um, then Marcus says, just come to Planet Comic Con and get drunk with me in Power and Life. I don't think anybody wants me getting. I get real huggy, like I hug a lot, and when you're my size, that ends up like separating ribs and stuff when you're not in control of your faculties, and I don't want to do that. So I will have the occasional adult beverage, but getting drunk, that's a recipe for disaster. um, then Kid Sanders, he says, "What's up? What's going on, Kid Sanders? Which Kid Sanders is this?" Marcus says, "Low Raiders, right?" Then he goes, "God damn, I know, right?" Hector Marscal says, "My Niners are looking pretty good. I love it." Some might say there's too much Jeff to go around. I'm working on that too. Mitchell. Trust me, I know. I know. All right. Instagram. Sorry about that. Shaky. All right. So what have I gotten done? Because I wanted to show you guys this. What I've gotten done. Hector Marscal says some might say not enough. Bring out the clone machine. This world would be in trouble if there was a clone. Okay, so one of the things that I had was at MegaCon. Um, Not even this year. No, no, this one was this year. Yeah, yeah. Sorry, this year because it is still 2023. Couldn't I? That's how jacked up I am right now. I literally had a year's worth of conventions in 3 months, and I seriously think it's 2024. Like my cycle is all sped up. But it was a crow. Yeah, somebody wanted me to draw the crow. That somebody is Mr. Craig Wolak. He's a good friend. He's a longtime commissioner. I love Craig. He is amazing. He wanted a oh, it's Caden. What's going on, Caden? How you doing, buddy? Thank you for being here. He wanted a full figure of the crow. He gave me this Year of the Villain, Hell Arisen #1 on it's a DC book, and it was an absolute buttery smooth um, cover to work on. I'm going to zoom in on the important part. The one that is the button, but I don't want. And so, as I tend to do, if you guys didn't know this, there's no like set time. But if I just feel like I've been taking, for whatever reason, a little bit long on getting you guys questions, I will do a little extra. Yeah. So Facebook uses, is it just me or Is Chris Mitchell whining more than usual? Wait, who said that? I want to answer you directly. Hector. Oh no, that was Joshua Sanders. Yeah, Josh. No, that is. I found out that is just normal. That is normal mode. This was all weekend at the con. I love you, Mitchell. Um. And Keaton says I'm good. Good. I'm glad to hear that, buddy. So what do I mean when I say I do a little bit extra? Well, so for example, in this case, I did this. So here we have the crow, and I did a little bit of extra stuff to it. As you can see, I put a background in there. I have him placed upon. Michael Stanford says, "Hey Jeffy, what's going on, Michael? How you doing, brother? How you feeling?" I did that. I also I had not discussed with Mr. Wolak if he wanted this colored eventually or not, so he didn't get it colored. But I think in this case it works perfectly because I I read the Crow book and I got the black and whites and the movie. I don't know. I just always felt like it was a really black and white film. I know it was full color and everything, but I don't know. Maybe it's just so much of the comic book art bleeding into my imagination. So what I did was I busted out um, I busted out some Copics. Instagram, can you see that pretty clearly? I hope so. I busted out some Copics. Put this up there to you guys so you guys can see this. Um, there you go. Got the crow back there on the branch. We got, and admittedly, yes, my version of the crow here is less the comic book crow and more Brandon Lee. Uh, I have a 1/6 scale. It's a Nika or NECA. I don't know how to say the name uh, of the crow. It's just one of my favorite movies ever, and um, I don't think Mr. Obar would begrudge me going with Brandon's Eric Draven on this one. I hope not, at least. So that is something that I try to do if I feel like you know I'm taking a little bit of time. I want to give you guys a little extra for being so patient. Because not everybody is, not everybody is. Some people they get a hold of you and they're like, I want this done now, and you gotta do it. You gotta do it. And so it's like, okay, I always give 100%, always give 100%. But if I got a little bit of time to add in extra stuff like the background and all that stuff, then I give 100% on the background, or I give 100% on busting out the Copics or stuff like that. So yeah, um, I hope Mr. Wallach, when you see this, thank you for being so patient. I'm hoping you love it. Rob, you're here. You're in the block. Your piece is in the block for what I'm working on currently as well. I do have others that I have to get done ahead of time, so I'm kind of doing theirs and yours at the same time, as you can see. Um, because what I mean by that is Craig got this at the same time Rob got one from, and that was at MegaCon. So I got that done. Um, oh wow, okay, I missed a bunch. Mitchell says I have yet to begin to start whining. That is true as well. Michael Stanford says, I got to meet some cool people yesterday and got some cool autographs. Oh, nice. Very cool, man. So, who did you meet? Mitchell says, feel free to take extra time on my commissions. Oh, you started giving me a hard time literally the day you commissioned me. Yours are getting done as fast and as crappily as possible. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Sorry, Instagram. I didn't mean to bounce you there. Sorry about that. Joshua Sanders says another amazing piece. Thank you so much, brother. I appreciate it so much. Michael Stanford says very awesome. Thank you. You guys are too goddamn kind. Mike Becker, Bex, what's going on, brother man? He says, hey Jeff, what's going on, Bex? How you doing, baby? Chris Mitchell says Brandon Lee is the Crow. Oh no, I tend to agree. Honestly, I really do. He did such a good job. And I know Some folks are like, well, it's because he passed away that everybody is so emotionally attached. No, 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 no. Just watch the movie and just pretend that he's still with us, right? Take all that emotional weight out of it. And you tell me him, I heard someone tapping on my chamber door, entering Gideon's. You tell me he's not haunting. You tell me uh when he's got Darlene in the bathroom. Mother is the name for God on the lips and hearts of children. You tell me that that doesn't just melt you. Every scene, I just want him. Every scene he is in, victims, aren't we all? I can like he is amazing. So the fact that he's not with us because of what happened on set, yes, it adds to the lore and the tragedy and all that stuff, but he lived that character. He was the perfect casting. So I agree. I agree. Um, um, Rob White says, no, don't rush it. I won't be rushing it, brother. I won't. I'm rushing Mitchell's. I'm kidding. Uh, uh, Mitchell says, I expect nothing but the worst. You're still expecting too much. Brenya says, I'm painting Warhammer minis while watching this. Oh, very cool. I would love to see them. Mike Becker says, you going to AEW in October? You know, I've been to one AEW show. You guys saw pictures of it, and I had an absolute blast. If at all possible, I would love to go to another one. I really, really, really. My October is not going to be crazy busy, but it is going to be busy because I am going to TF Con in Orlando. It's a Transformers only convention. I'm so excited about it. And I think that is October 20th, 21st, and 22nd. So if you're in and around Orlando and you love Transformers, swing on by. It's going to be a good time. Other than that, if the AEW event is not on that weekend, I might try to do it, Bex. I just might. Yeah. Um, Michael Stanford says Ming Chen from Comic Book Man. Nice. Renee Jacobs, original voice of April O'Neil. Nice. Oh my gosh, you've got a lot of people. Holy, hold on. It says see more. And a little known guy named Kevin Eastman. Who's that? Who that? That is awesome. That is awesome. What do you mean Russell Crowe isn't the Crow? Well, he's a Crow, but I don't think anybody would say he's the Tuesday, October 10th, AEW, says Mike Beck. I might be a Becker. I might be able to do that, Beck. I might. Michael Stanford says, I hate you going there. I hate you going there. I want to go there. Well, then you should go. Well, we'll hang out. It'll be a good time. So I got the Crow done. Mr. Wolak, there you go. Thank you so much. Crow Gladiator mashup. That would be sick. I also got another one done. This one was not weird. It's an unusual one. I'll put it that way. So, my buddy CJ James reached out and he said, as you can see, it's at the same con. It's MegaCon. I told you I take the con. And it's like a block of commissions that I work at. And he said he wanted me to take this all black cover of the Dark Ages. You can see the it's all black. It's called Dark Ages. It's a Marvel's book. I don't know anything about it, really. And he said he wanted a Victorian, what does it say? Steampunk / Victorian Iron Man half figure, maybe colors. We'll see. Because he knows that I usually do the all black covers in just white. And he said maybe add some color and we'll see. And I said, okay, well let's just take this one step at a time. I want to do. I know what kind of Iron Man suit I wanted to do. Hold on. Mitchell says, ooh, no. Then Michael Stanford says, I sent one of the two signed comics by Eastman to CGC issue 50. His cover, nice. I'd love to see those when you get them back. He says, also signed a shredder cover and gave me a signed print for free for it being my birthday. Well, happy birthday! That's awesome. Yeah, Eastman's the man, dude. He is unbelievable, unbelievably generous. I don't doubt that one little bit. Beckerman's over on the old YouTube. What's going on, brother man? Why do you torture us, making everyone watch you do another Sunny Patel commission? Kidding. No, this is not Sunny Patel. No. Mitchell says noise. I am nice. Okay, good. So no, this is CJ James. So here's what I wanted to do because I had some playroom. You see, Iron Man has a lot of suits. One suit I don't know if I've ever been commissioned to do um, is the Hulkbuster suit. Yeah. So I said, what would a Hulkbuster Victorian era steampunkish? He said Victorian era. He didn't say steampunk, and I know that that's those are synonymous, but I wasn't sure if he wanted me to steer away from just covering this thing with cog wheels and steam pipes. There's nothing wrong with that, but I think he wanted me to do something a little bit more like from that era, but yeah, a little less steampunk, more Victorian, because that's what he wrote down. Um, Local wrestling Saturday circumstances, noise, noise. And so I said, okay, I want to do a Victorian era Hulkbuster Iron Man, and if I can do a little color, I will. Uh, and I did. I did that. I started adding a little color here, a little color there. I couldn't stop. So CJ James, I hope you like it. Thank you so much for being patient with me as well. I did since you came in from this is coming from the same sort of um time frame waiting for me to get it done. Um thank you for being so patient when you see this. Um yeah. Instagram. This is if you didn't know. Oh, Melodious. What's going on? Say hello to the family for me. Hopefully I'll see all of you next year. Oh, Melodious. Oh my gosh. I just talked about this. I might not be going. Probably not. But we love you and thank you so much for being here. Um, yeah, things just are getting really, really expensive to go to that show. Um, but yeah, well, we'll get. It's not forever. I'm sure. I'm sure things will get right, and things will get. So yeah, I just don't know about next year. Um, so this is my take on the uh Hulkbuster armor for a Victorian era um, Iron Man. I wanted to give him just like a kind of obviously I wanted him to have the steam engine, the steam going on in the inside the suit, but I also wanted it to power something a little bit larger than our world, kind of larger than life. And so he's got these globes. Have you ever seen the Addy Granoff amazing design for the after while he was working on the Extremis storyline, he did a design for the Hulkbuster suit. I really liked that. It had these golden globes on the shoulder pads. I like that. So I kind of played around with it, give him some internal mechanics in there, and then of course he's got the steam stack in the back. So I wanted him to be more. Oh, sorry there, Instagram. I know, Melodious. I know. I'm so sorry. I know, but trust me, I don't like saying it. I would much rather be going. I really, really would. Um, uh, Chris Mitchell says, "Meh." I know. I gotta step my game up, buddy. I appreciate you being brutally honest. I think the camera's falling. Hold on, you guys. I think the camera is falling. Sorry about that. There we go. It's like slowly falling with gravity. Um, Joshua Sanders says, "So freaking BA." Thank you, brother. I appreciate you. You are the man. Um, CJJ's. Oh, CJ. Oh, you're here. He says, "Amazing, Jeff. Crazy. Oh, you like it. Oh my gosh. Thank you so much, buddy, for telling me that. I'm so glad you like it. You never know, right? Like when you're coming up with your own stuff, you never know if folks will dig it. You know. Um, yeah. I'm so glad to hear that you dig it. I really am. Michael Stanford says just shared on your page some stuff. Nice. Okay. I will check it out, Michael, when I get off of here. Thank you, brother. Mitchell says, get good scrub. I'm working on it. Bill. I'm working on it. I got a ways to go. But yeah, I wanted to give him this scary, you know, not scary. I want him to be intimidating. He's the Hulk Buster. I don't know what the Victorian steampunk version of the Incredible Hulk would look like necessarily. But I imagine that if you had to have a steam powered mechanism to take on such a lumbering beast, you probably want it to also look scary. You know, you want it to be scary, but look scary. And so I took basically I said if he's gonna have this glowing orange, glowing red, glowing yellow colors coming from the steam engine, in his inside the chest of the suit, that would kind of serve the purpose of giving us the red and yellow coloration that we're used to having for Iron Man. So the rest of him, he could just be kind of Mark One style, stripped back on the paint job and just dark and scary. Because if this guy shows up, you are in trouble. You're in trouble, Victorian Hulk. Yeah, yeah. You're not. You've done messed up, but um, uh, Cedar James says, "Brilliant. Hoped you run away with." I did. I ran and went crazy with it. Brennan Young says Victorian Hulk would just be Mr. Hyde painted green. I agree. I agree. Mitchell says Hulk in 3/4 trousers and a powdered wig, also known as Mr. Hyde. I agree, 100%. So I got those done, and I am going to get started on another piece. I worked on other stuff too. I also worked on some covers and whatnot. But I'm going to work on another piece. I'm going to get started here. This is for a fellow named Lucky, and he wants Reverse Flash. Now I have, if I remember correctly, I think he wanted me to do. Lucky, if you're over here on Instagram, jump in here and make sure I've got all the deets correct because I want to make sure I get it right. Yeah, Reverse Flash, any pose is what I was told, which is always awesome. Freedom to do whatever I kind of come up with. So we're gonna, and he gave me this crossover cover to do this on, and let me see if there's any extra. No, I don't have any extra details on the piece. Lucky, if you're here over on Instagram, let me know. Jump in here, bro. Jump in here, bro. All right. So we're gonna get crack-a-lacking on some Reverse Flash. Now, admittedly, amongst the amongst the DC lineup, the Flash is one of the characters that I just have never really gotten bit by the bug. It's not that I don't like, dude. I love the power set. Speed Force is dope. What I know about it, it just never. I don't know. Maybe it was I just gravitated towards what I liked, and then I just focused on it. But yeah, it's a super strange situation because it's like pretty much Green Lantern, Flash. If we take like the top five characters in the DC portfolio, I think we all agree it's Batman, Superman, Wonder Woman, Green Lantern, Flash. So like outside of the top three, the rest of the top five, I just never, I don't know why, I just never really got juiced up about them. I don't know why. Yeah. Just asking, how well do you think you can do Goliath from Gargoyles? Who asked me that? Michael Stanford? Well, I suppose that depends on how much you know about my love of the show Gargoyles. Uh, I love I love gargoyles. So I would have a lot of fun with um, yeah, with Goliath, Brooklyn, or Hudson. Yeah, yeah, I have a lot of fun. well, any of them. I'm trying to think of any one of the characters that I wouldn't want to draw. No, they all have sweet designs. Now I want to go watch the gargoyles. Um, Mitchell says, "Hurry up, Lucky, before Jeff screws this up." I know, right? Just asking. Okay, yeah, yeah, no, no. Lucky, are you there? You're not. Okay, well, I'm gonna get crack a lacking on it because I do hear JJ is awake. He's upstairs and he's not feeling too good today, and I'm hoping you're assuming Jeff knows what gargoyles is. I know what. You're dwarves. You're totes of dwarves. I loved that show. That show was that show that got me. Was that the first time I ever heard Keith David? I want to say it was, but I can't remember if he's done if some of the other roles that he did that I heard him if that came before Gargoyle. It was definitely one of the first um, roles of his that got me like, man, whoever is doing this character, the voice for this character, they are amazing. They nailed it. Hello everybody over there on Instagram. How y'all doing? Yeah, yeah. I'm a big fan. I'm a big fan of the old the old Goliath. Goliath, Lexington, Brooklyn, Bronx, Hudson, Broadway, Xanatos, Steel Clan bots. Are you asking me which ones of those I would like to draw? The answer is yes. Uh-huh. All of them. All of them. Demona, Lisa, Angela. Yeah. Yeah. Yes. All right. So we're gonna do a little sketchy sketch of this. We're not gonna get all of this done because I'm gonna get up there and I'm gonna help out with the boy. But this is a half figure. Excuse me, half figure. Pretty sure that's what it was. I always put little notes on the back. Full figure. I almost messed that right up. Glad I looked. Glad I. All right, so we're gonna have ourselves a full figure, and because the crossover logo is gigantic, just enormous. Um, oh, he's just naming them. Oh, okay, Michael, nice. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Name away. I'm totally fine with that. Have you seen the NECA Nika? I still don't know how to say that company's name. Figures of them I have. They are fantastic. All right, so we're gonna do. We're since this logo is an absolute continent on this cover. We're going to we're going to mess around with the gesture a little bit here, and we're going to make sure that we get um, this figure to fit in here. And one of the things that I really like to do with my speedsters is I don't give them the sometimes you can just look at a running character and you're like, oh man, that does not look like anywhere near a natural running form. You know, I try to make sure that if at all possible, anytime a character is performing an action, that it's natural. You know, I mean, I understand that that's going to sometimes kind of come at the cost of um, like striking an iconic, cool pose that'll help you sort of sell some more original art. But I don't know, man. To me, it seems like the best thing to do is to make sure that it serves the story. The art serves the story and tells the story as clearly and as uh, with as much dynamism and impact as possible. And if that means that you don't have this stoic 3/4 turn medium distance shot image and it's a little bit more like, oh, that looks like somebody actually running, as opposed to, you know, I don't know. It just sometimes you see, I see stuff and I'm just like, it doesn't feel, it feels clunky, chunky. It doesn't feel like somebody running or somebody whatever. It doesn't happen often. Um, when it does, it's just, it kind of stands out to me. And so I generally try to take a good amount of time, because running poses are tough. You can, the thing that I always liked about running poses and speedsters is, you really can get like a lot of fluid twisting and turning in the character if you allow for it. Yeah. Yeah. That's gonna since he is reverse flash. Okay, what did I miss, lol, says Andre Lamoth. Oh, we missed you is what it is. How you doing, brother? How you doing? You missed a lot. I don't want to I don't want to lie. We've been talking a lot. I'm getting started now. Um, Shocker. So, do I want to have him whipping that foreground arm just so fast that we get a blur? That then, yeah, yeah, then we'll do. The other thing that I like is, one of the things that I will do is I'll put the weight of the character, like I will show signs of the weight and like the landing of the body weight. And one of the things that you will see, especially, so I used to run track and field. I know, shocker. You guys are probably like, wait, Jeff ran? I didn't actually run. That's just a figure of speech. I was in track and field. I was a thrower. But in my case, I actually also did run. We had a very specialized event that the local, this is junior high and high school, by the way, the local schools would take part in, and they called it the Hog Relay. And because what happened is we had a lot of guys who were football players, and they also were on the track team. They were throwers. We threw shot and disc, shot put and discus. Sorry, folks don't know those abbreviated terms. Um, Shot put and discus, and as such, if you have a bunch of offensive and defensive linemen throwing these implements of war, it sometimes we get to talking a little bit of smack, talking to them little fellas, them speedsters. We're like, hey, I mean, we're pretty fast for a big guy, and they thought that was funny. They thought that was fun. And so, long story short, yeah, the schools, we got together and we started to do a race for only 300-pound plus athletes, and we called it the Hog Relay. It was a 4x100, and I participated. So I know that it is called a figure of speech to say like it is a figure of speech to say I ran track and field, and it kind of applies to everybody. But I actually did run one running event in track, the Hog Relay. Yeah. Mitchell says Jeff not doing my commissions. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Yeah. Andre says I like the action poses, but I can't get the lines that shows movement. What you mean, Andre? What you mean, bro? Andre says they would bring in an ice cream truck to the track. They told him he could have whatever he wanted if he caught the truck. He ran a 4.5 in the 40. You know what's funny about that? My 40 time actually wasn't that far away. So, no, I did not run a 4.5. That is unheard of. But I was recruited to play college football because at 250 pounds in high school, and I know that nowadays that this is not this is slow. I get that, but at the time, this was a pretty good. It was a pretty good 40. If you could run at that weight, if you could run a sub 4.9 40, you'd get some looks. And I ran a 4.89 40 in high school. Now, yeah, it wasn't like you see on YouTube nowadays where they have lasers. This was hand, this is hand taken on a runner's stopwatch, just like it was in those days. Um, but yeah, no, I was able to get up and move a little bit for a guy my size. Now that again, we need to make sure that we keep this perspective. I was not I was not out there an extra lineman, you know, on a heavy package on the goal line, catching, like Allegretti on the Chiefs. No, 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 no. That's not the kind of speed that was asked for or provided by me. Um, but you brought up a number there, and I was like, ironically enough, it wasn't that far off from that. So yeah, so yeah. But now I'm all curious, Andre. What did you mean by the motion lines? You can't get them. What you mean, brother? What you mean? The other thing that I would like to do is ask you guys if you guys would be at all interested in watching more YouTube content of mine. Stuff other than the lives, edited videos. Oh my gosh, sorry, Instagram. Because um, I have an idea for something I would like to do. And one of the things that has been kind of keeping me from doing it was having access to a talented video editor that I could work with frequently. Just because, well, I don't know any video editors, but like, this is what they want to do. Like they went to school for. This is their passion, and are also in the nerdy sphere. And then I turns out, oh no, I actually did know somebody. And so before I reach out to them and say, hey, do you want to go in on this as a bit of a business venture, a little bit of a business partnership? Um, because he would have to get paid, and we would work that out. Um, I don't know how, because I've never done any YouTube stuff, edited video wise. But I would be thinking of something along the lines of show reviews. Like, um, my game plan for Ahsoka is I'm going to wait until um, final episode comes out on the 4th. I think it's the 4th, and I'm going to watch that thing all the way through and try not to pass out, because the very few things that I have heard, I've been very lucky to, and no spoilers. I'm not even joking. Um, the few things that I did hear, just like, you know, I try to avoid trailers and I try to avoid the promotions of stuff that I know I'm going to watch, because you never know. They sometimes they give away too much information. Um, but just a little bit that I have seen. Ray Stevenson is going to be in there, and I'm one of those guys. I really liked Ray Stevenson, and I know he's gone, and that's sad. But I really liked him as, not only just Volstagg. I actually liked him as the Punisher. I liked him. I thought he was a talented guy. So when I saw he was going to be involved, and I didn't know who the character was that he was going to play and all that stuff, I was like, oh my gosh. And then the stuff that I have seen, I really want to see it. So would you guys be interested in that? Is an adventure that I should pursue? Because if it is, um, then I can. Oh, what's going on, Mr. Daniels? He says, hello, JJ Bacon and that other guy. We all love you. How you doing, big man? Um, uh, you ran under 5. I did. I did. Andre Lamoth says, been there, did that. I was 6'3", 236 pounds in high school. So we're not that far from the size. I meant the wisps of air lines that show movement. Sad that he passed away. It is sad that he passed away. So yeah, the thing about it is that I've learned when it comes to these action lines is just, kind of play around with it too much of it, and it looks and you lose the directionality of it. It just looks like a mess of lines. Um, One of the guys that I've seen that does it so good is a guy named Marcus Toe. Um, he does well. I don't know if he still does. Honestly, I don't even know if he's still doing stuff. I have not been able to keep up. But yeah, the other thing that, and this is me being weird, is I will watch slow mo, extreme high speed footage of things, um, and it really helps me to understand how I would take. Because I mean, think about it, right? Think about it. If you're a comic book artist, you got Ray Stevenson. Okay, Ray Stevenson, Punisher, and um he's shooting. Let's say he's shooting the a 1911, right? And you want to know like a real, and you got this like really dope shot. You got it like the camera is set with this forced perspective down the barrel. Like you got the projectile coming out. You've got the casing, flying through the air. You got that really cool dynamic angle, like all that, right? But you're struggling. You're struggling with the action, like where to push it, where to heighten it. For me, one of the things that helps is to see, like, okay, what actually is going on, and if I have a real life equivalent. In this case, you can find high speed footage of a 1911 going on, and I will look at it and be like, okay, so this part moves here, slide comes back, Mason is ejected. There's a little wisp of gases and smoke. The all of that you can see that in unbelievable clarity with some of the cameras that are available now, and so that will also help to inform, okay, well, the lower receiver doesn't move, the slide moves. Oh well, I probably shouldn't put a bunch of motion lines on the lower receiver, right? Oh well, no, yeah, you're right, you probably shouldn't. I mean, it might look cool as a design, but again, it's going back to that old thing I was saying before, where I want it to feel natural. I want it to look natural. And if it's a little bit of a sacrifice of like this iconic pose, at the very least, you won't have somebody throwing a punch and a kick with the same side. That is always been super awkward for me. I know why it's done as an artist, I get it, but as somebody who grew up fighting and in the martial arts and in football and just fighting for fun, you don't you don't throw a punch and a kick on the same side. You twist across your body. That's what I'm trying to say. And so stuff like that will become a lot more natural once you, um, at least for me, see it in extreme slow mo. Because all the little things that happen in the blink of an eye are laid out for you to see in crystal clarity, and you're like, oh wow, that's that's amazing. So that's a little something that if at all available, I'll do if I have time and if there's slow mo footage of it. That might help. I don't know, Andre. That might not help you out at all. And it is very sad that Mr. Stevenson is not with us anymore. Very, very sad. I still don't really know what it was that took him from us. Um, but yeah, you guys can see it, man. Some of my old commissions of the Punisher, there's a reason he looked a lot like Ray Stevenson, because I just like the way I like the way he did it. I love Bernthal. It's Bernthal, right? Or is it Barenthal? How many E's are in his name? I like Shane as the Punisher. Love what he brought to the character. And I liked oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, not Dolph Lundgren. Thomas Jane. I like Thomas Jane as the Punisher as well. So yeah, no, it's very, very sad. Very, very sad. Um David Mansell says, wait till you see Jar Jar. Oh my. Andre Momoth says, I like it when it's done with negative space when coloring. So you mean, so when the colors describe around the motion? So like you're saying, like with this cut through here of the arm whipping through, you would say you like when the color does the work and you just kind of leave it blank, leave it empty, leave it white, a white silhouette. That can be cool. Especially if the character's got a white suit on, you could totally capitalize on that. Extraordinary says Brett Booth is good at it as well. Brett Booth is good at everything as well. Brett Booth is good at everything he does. But yes, specifically to this, the motion lines. Dude's incredible. Dude is absolutely incredible. Joshua Sanders says, hell yes, we'll do Ed Weirdo's watch parties. Nice. Okay. Well, they wouldn't be live, Josh. They would be edited videos that you could watch at any point in time. They would just be me doing a review of them. Because I feel like if I did lives, I wouldn't need I wouldn't need the resources of my buddy's abilities um as a video editor. And I do want to try to you know, I could do it one of two ways. I can either learn it myself, video editing, which let's be honest, they'll be pretty janky at first, and they may not get it any better afterwards. Everybody that I watch on YouTube, every single one of them, they have editors, and they just make the content. And as somebody who's a dad, and we still, we're still dealing with stuff with JJ and everything, um, it seems like it's a much more of a doable sort of approach. Let my buddy, who's really good at what he does, do it. Let me do what I do, and with our powers combined, we make really good videos. That would be what I would hope to do. Because yeah, I just have so much on my plate right now that learning film editing as well, video editing is it's a big. So they would be start and stop at your own point anytime videos on YouTube. Josh, Andre Lamotte says thanks for the tip. I'll do that. Yeah, no, I mean it helps. It helped me. Um, Chris Mitchell helped me out with the Thomas Jane. Yep. Eli Salazar, he says, "What's up, brother? We all good over here." And tell mom I'm doing better and got laser cleanup on my left eye, and we'll get my right done. That is amazing to hear, Eli. I am so freaking stoked to hear. I'm glad to hear that, brother. We were worried. We were worried. You know, ain't nothing to mess around with. It really isn't. Angela Mo says, "Yes, nice." I gotta. Okay. Mitchell says Ray was an awesome. Hold on. Was an awesome actor. He was. I wanted to see Black Sails. I knew he was in that. Doggone it! I didn't. I thought. I said to myself, I think that's Ray Stevenson in Black Sails, and I never saw it. Oh, I gotta watch that. Then he says, "Gonna learn editing in all that extra time you have." Yeah, that's exactly my. That's exactly. Andre says you should bring on guests for opposing views. That's not a bad idea. That's not a bad idea at all, Andre. Eli Salazar says rooms booked for WonderCon. Also, I'm all in. Go with the Garbage Pail Kids Commission. Well, okay, you are okay. Awesome. My brother has surgery and is recovering well. It will be 1 year recovery, dude. That is sick. All of that is such good news. Oh my gosh, that is awesome. And I hate to be a Debbie Downer about it, but I'm about 70-80% sure I'm not going to WonderCon. As I said earlier, I know you just got here, so I don't mind repeating myself. Um, I lost my shirt this year. I absolutely lost my shirt at the show. It was just, yeah, all around bad. And if you want to go back and watch this video, I go into a little bit of detail about it, not much, but yeah, bro, it was rough. It was rough. I listen. I don't like it. I don't like the idea of it. But it's been one of those shows that has been slowly but surely getting a little bit more and more expensive, and um, I did WonderCon way more intensely in this regard than Stanley's Kamikaze, but I basically had the same approach, and the approach was I loved going and seeing my friends at Stanley's Kamikaze so much that even though there would be like a year where I'd lose my shirt, I'd be like, I'm not gonna panic. It's like I chalk it up as a vacation, right? That's the kind of approach that I had, and it only got more expensive. It really only got more expensive as time went on, and I just started saying, man, I am losing I'm losing like a con and a half's worth of money here, and so I would end up having to go to other shows, and I'd have to like hope and pray for a really knockdown drag out amazing performance there, just so that I could not only make up for going to that show, but make up for the loss of Stanley's Kamikaze. And so it just got to a point to where at that point I was like, I just can't do this. I can't do it anymore. I love the folks that I see there, and I see them at WonderCon. That was sort of the main way I kind of justified that. But yeah, dude, when flights are when flights in the matter of like a year or two jump from 400 to 700, and that's just one aspect of the stuff. You guys go to these shows, and if you travel to them, then you know what I'm talking about. This stuff has gotten just crazy expensive. Now, this is not a permanent thing by any stretch of the imagination. Oh, brother man, no. I'm just hoping that a year or two of things just kind of simmering down, and um I don't know what's going to have to happen. I honestly don't have, because I don't live out in California anymore, so I don't know how like the economy is doing and all that stuff as much as when I was living. I kept up with it, but I don't now. Um, so I don't know what's going to have to happen, but I mean, it's just, it's just so much money. It's so much money. Um, so yeah, so hopefully, just for hopefully for just a little bit, and then things kind of get turned around. That's my hope. Um, are you doing LA Comic Con? I haven't done LA Comic Con in a while. No, we should do a GoFundMe for Jeff's WonderCon. Who is down? The reason why I am saying it's 70 to 80% is because crazy things can happen. I can get invited by the show. I'm getting invited to more shows than ever. I could go with Top Cow if they had a booth and they wanted to bring me. I would accept that. So there are um, possibilities with a slim chance of them actually happening, but they are still possibilities. Um, yeah, yeah. Trust me, bro. Nobody wants me to go to WonderCon more than I do. Like I said earlier, it was the very first show I ever went to as a fan, and then the next year it was the very first show I ever went to as an artist. That show is my baby. Um, but it's just gotten so in such a short amount of time. That's the thing. So expensive so quickly. Um, yeah, yeah. But I am glad to hear that you do want me to do the garbage pail kids, because I gotta be honest, I was really excited about doing that one. I was like, that's gonna be a blast. Um, so that is legit. That is awesome. Um, but yeah, yeah, yeah. Sometimes those decisions, man. And I've been thinking about that for basically since I got home. I was like, I have to. Am I going to have to stop? And I just kind of kept pushing through. I was like, I want to do it. I want to do it. Eli says, just want to let you know that my highlight of WonderCon is hanging with you and your moms Thank you for the good times, brother. Hey, you make our freaking weekend, bro. You really do. And yeah, I mean, like I said, if we can get an invite, if we can find um some sort of, you know, solution that way, we are there. But yeah, I'm thinking we just might have to take a year, maybe two off, depending again on how everything goes. And but worry not. You can't get rid of us. We adore that show. We adore that city. We got too many friends out there to be gone for long. Um, so we just got to do a little recouping, building up a little bit of a nest egg, um, and bring it back. Bring it on back, baby. Unless somebody decides that they're like, you know what, I want to give Jeff a table, then I'm gonna be like, you are amazing, and I am so grateful. Thank you. Yeah, yeah. So we've got a good little bit of flow to this character going here. Digging that. Um, in that. Oh, yes. Then, yeah, I like that. Okay. Um, Eli says, if you want to do a full body cover, it's fine. Just don't break the bank, lol. Hey, we'll get when I like. So I was showing some of the pieces that I had done earlier, commissions, and they were, the way I do it is I kind of just take a block of commissions from like a con. So like Wonder no, let's do a different one. Let's do MegaCon. So I showed off the crow that I did earlier because it was MegaCon, and then I showed off the uh, Victorian era Hulkbuster Iron Man, steampunk Hulkbuster Iron Man I did because that also came from the same convention, MegaCon. So yeah, that's kind of what I do. I take the block of commissions I get from the show, and it's generally speaking, it's a first come first serve. But like in this case with Lucky and some other commissions, sometimes you just got to front load them, and like birthdays and stuff like that. Um, and so yeah, I move those up, but generally speaking, it's generally first come first serve, and so yeah, I will reach out, bro. I will reach out when I the garbage pail kids, and I will send you a quick little what up? I'm getting ready to work on your stuff. I did that with CJ James. Um, um, I don't think I did that with Mr. Wolak on the Crow because I pretty much knew he wanted. He was pretty. He gave us a pretty clear breakdown of what he wanted at the show, and I wrote it down. So I really didn't need uh, any reminders or anything with him, and I didn't really need to tell him because he was, he's like, make it show, So yeah. Um. Uh. Martin Lee says, long time no see. How are you doing, Jeff? I am doing good, doing good. How you doing, Martin? It is good to be back doing the stream today. I don't know when the next time I'll be able to do one because we rewatch the stream. Rewatch the stream and you will hear all of the, well, not all, a chunk of the craziness that has been going on here, and you will see. But I am definitely going to be trying to get back on here as often as humanly possible. And right now, my goal is to focus on the commission list that I have, knock these bad mamma jammas out, and you know, I've told you guys a million and one times I love doing commissions. So yeah, if I'm doing commissions, I'm life is good. I'm having a good time with it. So I'm doing good, man. How you doing? How are you? Um, Andre Lemos says Jeff Edwards commissions. What are those? They are pretty rare, bro. Not a lot. They're pretty rare. Come to a show, hang out, give me some cool idea, something you want me to draw, pay me a little money. I put you on this special list where I get to draw you stuff, and I just love it. I have so much fun with these freaking things, man. Yeah, yeah. So we're gonna get the figural work done. And then let me see, how long have I kept you guys riveted here? Yeah, we're gonna get this done, and then I'm probably gonna dip on out so I can get up there and I can help out with the boy. He's awake now, and like I said, he's been dealing with a bug the last few days, and I want to make sure that I can. He's swinging between these phases of like. I know a lot of folks, especially like myself, when before I had kids, I'd be like, "Oh, no, you mean they? What do you mean they didn't want you?" When I would hear people say that, I was like, "This is your baby. Of course he wants you. Of course she wants you. Whatever." And then like I had one, and I was like, "Oh God, no!" Like he last night, he made it painfully clear he did not want me. Nope, he wanted mom. And when I would try to hold him, he would be like, "You, old man, had best let me go. I want my mom. I don't feel good." End of discussion. And I had to just kind of go cry in my Cheerios. Um, so he's definitely not feeling very good. That is clear. And so yeah, man, I'm gonna get up there and I'm gonna help out with the little man as much as I can. Help him feel as good as possible, and then um, go from there. Yeah. Mythical. It's true. That is true. I'm still waiting for my commission. Lobo versus Superman. Wait, what? Andre, when did you get a commission from me? What are you talking about? You got a commission from me? What? What? I don't remember. Superman versus what? No. Andre, what are you talking about? You can't be messing with me like this because I haven't. I'm waiting to get one from you. That's what. Oh, good night, you. It's almost like you guys like to mess with me, mess with my emotions, which I know none of you guys would ever do, right? Mhm. Well, I can tell you this much: I am going to have a freaking blast with that when I get it. Absolutely will. Lobo versus Super. Now that's running through my head. Now I'm picturing it all. Buddy, that'll be a fun one. Ooh, buddy, yes. I got ideas for that now. Doggone it, Andre. Now I want to draw it. Just now. Just make it happen now. I know Andre's like, go ahead, man. All right. So we got to make some small tweaks. One of the things that I had to learn was it doesn't have to be anatomically perfect. It actually shouldn't be, and it was really difficult for me to kind of get okay with that. Um, but once I did, man, I started to have so much fun with shapes and forms and what I could get across with them, just in terms of action and movement. You know, I didn't want to go so far with the shapes and whatnot that it turns into cartoons in which, like, you know forms would be pushed to extremes to really emphasize, you know a kung fu master's punch or some example like that. um that wouldn't necessarily work in Flash or Green Lantern, right? um Batman, maybe. I'd say, yeah, you could probably get away with that. But yeah, man, for a long time that was a real struggle for me. It's like, okay, it's got to look like an anatomy book. um and it did, but it also just didn't have much in the way of life. And so I was like, you know what? If I want to do anatomy illustration for anatomy books, then I'll go look for that job and see if I can't nail it. And then I'll draw that. Then I'll draw the characters that way. Maybe because I spent some time in quite a few hospitals growing up from football and just living life. I saw a lot of medical diagrams, and I was like, "Oh, I could do that. That'd be fun." Um, Maybe, I don't know, but I was just, as I gotten older, I was like, "This is not where that belongs in comics. Comics are supposed to be crazy and fun and larger than life and over the top and wild." So uh, once I kind of got that through my thick skull, it's just, yeah, man, it's very liberating. You don't have to sit there and be like, "Oh my gosh, this isn't like," who cares? Does it make the, in this case, this character is a speedster. Does it make that speedster look like they're just zinging off the page? Does. Mission accomplished. Mission accomplished. Okay. Andre says, I wouldn't complain if you did. Oh, nice. Um, Chris Mitchell says, it's been almost 4 whole weeks and I got bupkis, and you will continue to get just that, Mitchell. Andre says, especially the shapes of the male noodle. Listen, I don't need to study that. Sorry, the accidental noodle in your doodles. Right. I have, for anybody who doesn't know, over on Instagram, since I'm bouncing you around here like you're on a trampoline, um, I love pasta. That is what they're talking about. Hmm. Big, big. I'm kind of a big fat guy, and I love my carbs. Right. That's what we're talking about, right? Right. Okay. Moving right along. Now, Reverse Flash. Like I said, I'm not as familiar with the speedster lore and all that stuff. So remind me out there, my Flash people. Um, is Professor Zoom the same person as Reverse Flash? I feel like he is, but again, didn't read much in the way of the Green Arrow and Flash. Green Arrow. Well, I didn't read Green Arrow, the Green Lantern and Flash, so I don't know particulars very clearly. Extraordinary says accidental. You know it. Then he says Jeff draws noodles like he's a cover artist for Disney. It's not wrong. He's not wrong. Okay, now I have to go make pasta. I'm hungry. Right? Good stuff, man. Good stuff. You might. I think Andre's trying to tell us something else. Then we do a little that. And that. Makes it brow, but not so heavy that we can't see. Is a little bit of the eye poking through. That's what my eraser sounds like. It goes pew pew pew. Got one of those fully automatic erasers. Wow, that sounds really dope, actually. Fully automatic. It's just chewing through the graphite. There's that. And I can slap a costume on him once I figure out which. I think he's got the yellow costume with the red bolt on the chest. I think that's him. I'm also thinking of like a zombie speedster. Am I thinking of the wrong guy? I'm probably thinking. Eobard Thawne? Thrawn? No, that's completely different. Okay. All right. Nice. Figural stuff is done. Andre Lamo says, "Man, where is Misty? I have to bite my tongue. So many off-color comments I want to make. I mean, I appreciate all you're doing there, Andre. I really, really do." Sonny says, "Wow, we are live today. Lol, did we change the time? What are you working on?" So I'm not necessarily doing a live giveaway or anything. I'm just kind of working on a commission here, Sonny. But it's good to have you here, bro. Ham. I am not sure if this will be a regular time slot. It certainly could if your guys' schedule. I know schedules change. So if you guys' schedule works out better for this, let me know in the comments, and I can try to start our week off as opposed to ending it. Maybe I can start our week off with some videos. Yeah, yeah. But how you doing, Sonny? How you doing, bro? Hopefully you and Vish Rudy are doing good. Um Andre says, "Jeff, we could do a podcast. Call it Two Fat Guys, One Movie." Ooh, you joking? I know you joking, but that might do well. Todd Irwin says, "Hello, hello, Todd. How you doing, bro? How are you? How you doing? Wow, JJ's up there hollering." Sonny says, "Def, not a good time schedule. Lol, still at work." Yeah, 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 yeah. Todd Irwin says, "I just got home from work." All right, so it works for some, doesn't work for others. Okay, okay. Love it. Love it. keep the information coming. This is all going into the old memory banks to help me figure out um, good and not so good times. He is up there having a freaking blast. Listen to that. I love hearing that, especially since he hasn't been feeling good for the last few days. Always good to hear him. He's been crying so much that his voice is hoarse. So it's really nice to hear him not feeling poopy. Really good. Good stuff. Okay. Mitchell says Tuesdays and Sundays are my best days off. Are my days off. Okay, perfect, perfect. Sonny says we are good. Just been busy with work and just got over being sick for a week. How are the cons? Yeah, I've been sick myself. Todd Irwin says I'm questionable. So I had not one but two kidney stone surgeries and still not doing the best. How's JJ been? Oh, I'm sorry to hear about that. I knew you had the one. No, I think you told me you had the second one. Did you tell me you had the second one? Either way, yeah, Todd. I feel for you, brother. I never had one. Um, but from what I have heard from those who have, I know, yeah, I don't ever want to have one. That sounds absolutely freaking terrible. Um, so I'm glad that you're kind of on the mend there. Jeez. Um, how are the cons? Sonny asked. The conventions have been these last couple have been pretty good, man. Pretty good. We went to Austin, Texas. That was an absolute blast. We got to actually meet and hang out with um, Rob Moisel and who was the other guy? Oh man, now I forget. Who was the other guy? There's another weirdo. I should know this. Shoot. Oh, it's Chris Mitchell. It was awesome. It was awesome. Yeah, the shows have been good, but as I was saying at the beginning of the show, at the beginning of the stream here, I usually only do about I don't know 5 to 7 shows a year, and in the last 10 weeks I did six. So it's basically been in 3 months. Let's cram an entire year's worth of conventions into that time frame, and it has just zonked me and pushed a bunch of stuff that I needed that is important stuff, life stuff, doctor's visits, that sort of thing. So I'm getting those caught up. Um, yeah, yeah. It's rewatch this stream, and you'll get the deets. It's been wild, bro. It has been wild. I know I say that a little bit too often, but it really has. It's been crazy good, but I'm definitely in that position with that I sometimes get when it comes to traveling, where I'm kind of excited about just a little bit of time where I'm chilling at home, getting work done. Don't have to get on another flight. Don't have to get on another um, road trip. Not that I don't enjoy it. I do. I love it. But there's nothing quite like being able to just be at home, be comfortable, get your work done. You know. But it's good. 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 Okay. Um, Andre says, since those are Chris Mitchell's days off, you know to do your show on any days with those. Yeah, that's the plan. That's the plan. Hello everyone. Happy Yom Kippur, says Dan Partouche. Dan, I know was it Russia? Oh man, it's the new year. I'm trying to remember how to say it correctly. I know doggone it. Now I gotta look it up because I freaking can't remember how to pronounce it unless I see it. It was how do you pronounce it? Rosh Hashanah? Rosh Hashanah? That's the new year, right? Dan? What is Yom Kippur? Is it also a New Year type celebration? I mean, no. Why would you do New Year's twice? That's dumb. Well, happy Yom Kippur. I would love to know more about it. Mitchell says, "You know dang well who. You know dang well who." I mean, I remember it eventually. Todd Irwin says, "I don't think I mentioned the second one, but it was pretty much the worst thing ever. I was going good until Wednesday, and then started to do bad again in tenderness and constant potty breaks. I'm just glad to be back at my real job next Monday because the job I'm doing the last couple months hasn't been helping me healing." Yeah. Holy crap, bro. Andre says, "Hey, it's Dan the man. Hi, Dan. Happy Yom Kippur." Good Lord, Todd. I am glad to hear that you're getting back to your regular job as well. You gotta heal. Like this stuff is just, again, I never had any stones, and God willing, I never will. But I've heard they are absolute nightmare. So yeah. And then Todd says, "So hello Jeff. So I finally went to Smallville Comic Con this summer for the 10th anniversary, and just found out last week they decided not to go forward with the con due to cost. Shame, because it was a really nice con. I actually saw the announcement for that, and it's just, again, it's more of the same. Everything is so stinking expensive right now. Everything. I can't blame them, right? I can't argue with it. It's really expensive. It's really expensive to do a lot to do stuff right now. And I'd heard of Smallville, um, and I'd heard of Smallville and AirCap, and big thank you to the folks running AirCap. They actually invited me out. Unfortunately, it's on a weekend where we actually have some pretty big plans going on, and um, but they I did tell them, um, I've heard of the show quite a bit. I want to go. Um, hopefully we can do. Hopefully next year, or I don't even know. They might be doing more than one show per year. Next show. Hopefully next show, I can we can be there. Um, but yeah, no, I'd heard from, just folks talking around the area of Smallville Comic Con, AirCap. There's another one that is slipping my mind right now. But yeah, when I heard that Smallville was shutting down, I was just like, it's the same sort of situation with me and WonderCon. These are just so expensive, man, so expensive. So you gotta do what you gotta do. Hopefully things will turn around and won't be won't be such a kick in the teeth to put on a show, and they'll come back. Andre Lemos says the best part of Jeff's show now is I don't have to see that dang wheel. Freaking wheel. Yeah, no, I mean, listen, we did everything we could to get that wheel, get it to where it was not just like, we really love the Patels. We were like, wheel, little Mo. He's a good dude. Give him a shot, and others as well. And I don't know, it just had a real, that wheel was really loving the Shruti and Sonny and everybody else. It was just kind of like, you guys are also there, sure, sure. Which I was like, yeah, no, they're awesome people. Come on, give them a win, give them a win. But it just didn't. So that wheel was giving you the fits. I apologize, and you don't have to worry about it too much more. But that jangling sound, that sounded like my boy's food. So I'm going to take that as my dinner bell kind of thing. And besides, we're pretty much wrapped up with the figural work. After I go up there and help out with the buddy, I'm going to come back down here. I'm going to knock out the costume design. So, Lucky, if you're over here on Instagram, we're working on it, brother. I'm getting it knocked out. Let me know if you have any details that you'd like to put in there for y'all. This is what we've been working on. Good twisty goo. Let me get him set up here. Reverse flash. Trying to make him as big as I can in this space because that crossover title is an absolute unit. It is a continent taking up so much space. Okay, what did I miss? Andre Lemos says the only time it hit my name was a test spin. That is brutal, but true. Sonny Patel says, "Lol, we missed those shows." I know. Listen, if things start to kind of chill around here a little bit, we'll definitely bring them back. Right now, I'm so focused on knocking out these commissions and getting you guys these commissions. It's got to be my priority. But we're still doing shows. We just might not be doing the mashups and the giveaways just yet. Todd Irwin says, "Don't miss dinner, Jeff." Yeah, no, I'm about to hit on out. You mean you miss the constant winning? Says Todd. Yeah, shocker. All right, you guys. Thank you so much for hanging out with us. I'm gonna have to set this up so that we have Instagram not near this camera that keeps putting an echo into you guys. I think Instagram, I think you would agree that the original camera angle was better, but that echo has got to go. So we gotta figure it out. We're gonna work it out. I might do a test run on some edited videos over on YouTube, and maybe give this guy that I know that does video editing, give him a trial run and see if he likes it, see if the videos that he puts together, if they grab people. If they do, then we might be doing more YouTube edited videos. We're doing a lot of stuff here, man. Trying to get on Instagram more often. Yeah, you guys. We're trying. We love you guys. Thank you for being here. Andre Lemos says, "Have a great night, brother." I will. You do the same. Love you guys. Andre says, "Miss your face." I miss your avatars. And but in all seriousness, if we can get together, I joke about Mitchell, but it was an absolute blast actually being able to put arms around a human being that we've only seen or talked to through the internet. It was incredible. So if we can ever get a way to hook up with all you guys out there, it would mean the world. It really would. But until then, we will continue doing this. I love you guys. I don't know when the next time I'll be able to get on here is. For all I know, it could be tomorrow. I really don't know. If the Bubba is feeling better and he's going to go back to daycare tomorrow, that might genuinely could be tomorrow that I get back on here. Just seeing what days work for you guys. Today was a little early. You guys would rather me get on a little later at night. That's good information to have. It's a little bit difficult because that's the only time at night that I have with JJ is about the time that it sounds like you guys want me to get on here is after work, and that's when JJ gets home. So that's going to be a bit tricky. But maybe on the days where he's home, I stream later and hang out with him earlier. All this stuff, I'm learning. We got to figure it out because I want to see you guys more often. I really do. Todd says, "Jeff, you'll see my face at Planet." I love that I know I'll see your face at Planet. Love you, bro. All right, I'm gonna get out of here. Thank you guys for spending 2 hours and 10 minutes with me. We got the figure work done for Flash for all the guys of all the folks who showed up a little later in the stream. Here's a quick rundown. I did this Dark Ages, Victorian era style Hulkbuster Iron Man for CJ James. That was one of the commissions that I got done. And sorry, Instagram. Sorry. Here you go, Instagram for a little refresher. Bam. He's a big bad booty daddy. That one is. I also did this commission of the Crow. I think this is the first time I've ever been commissioned to draw the Crow, and yeah, yeah, Brandon is my Crow. Always, always, and forever will be the Crow for me. There you go, Instagram. There's a reminder. All right, you guys. So yeah, we're kind of really focusing in hard and heavy on commissions between published work, and I'm kind of just taking it the commissions from the conventions that have been waiting the longest. I'm going to take that block. I'm going to work on that. Uh, of course, like I said, there are exceptions where if there's like a birthday present or something like that, I got to get those done earlier than the show block that they come from. Um, but basically, that's what we're doing. So yeah, man, I can't wait to see you guys again on here. Thank you for hanging out. Thank you for making making the making the stream fun. You guys always do. Misty Lawrence shows up. She says, "I heard you were missing me. We all are missing you, Misty. We really are. We love you, girl." All right. I got to run because that's my boy up there hollering at me saying it's time to eat din din. Thank you guys again. 2 hours, 11 minutes being on here. You guys could be spending that time doing anything, anywhere else with anyone else, and you're spending it with me, and it means the world to me. So thank you so much. Thank you, Instagram, as well. I love you guys. Um, hopefully, Instagram, hopefully you like this. If you do, anybody who sees this now or in the future and you consider maybe subscribing so you can see more of this. If you guys do, then that'll tell me that I need to do more of these. And if you guys want me to do more, I'll do more. I just won't have you with a bad echo or right here super close. So I'll get you a better angle next time. I promise. I love you. All right. Missy says, Andre says, oh, wait, no. Missy says, sorry, I've been dealing with the drama. I'm gonna need an update, Misty. Andre Lamo says, always miss you, Misty. Missy says, love y'all, miss you all. All right, you guys, we're gonna get out of here. Thank you so much. If you guys need a reminder, I'm happy to do it. www.jeffreyedwardsillustration.com is my website. Please go there. Go to the bottom of the homepage. You'll see a place to sign up. Send me your email. Well, it's going to send my site your email. Make sure you check that email basically immediately because it will automatically send you out a confirmation email. And if you do not confirm that email, I can't send you stuff on my email list. And you're going to want to know stuff like that because, like I said earlier in this stream, I do have plans to put out my own comic, my own children's book, any changes to my con schedule, all of that stuff. I send out in the email list. I think I've sent out maybe 5, 6 total emails. So I'm not going to spam you. But if you just want to know what's going on with me, that is the very best way. Or you can go to the official Ed Weirdos fan page. I would say go to my webpage first. But you can also go to the Facebook page, the official Ed Weirdos fan page. You can go to my Twitter. That is capital J, capital E, 658. You can go to Jeffrey Edwards Illustration on Instagram, on Facebook, on YouTube, and see all the stuff that I'm working on. A lot of it won't be this. I do the live streams here, and then I post still images on Facebook and Instagram, and I'm just all over the place, So, yeah, consider hanging out with us some more. It's a lot of fun. And you'll get to see some of your commissions getting worked on. You can see it live, baby. All right, I'm out of here. Love y'all. Thank you, Instagram. I'm gonna turn you guys off first. I know how. I don't know. Ah, there it is. Bye, Instagram. Love y'all. JJ loves y'all too. Boom. Are you sure you want to? Yes. I'm gonna end you now. Share. Okay. I'm learning, you guys. Then we're gonna do caption, reverse, flash, commission, sketch. Boom. Oh, there we go. All right, you guys. Thank you so much for for being here again. I love you guys. We're going to get out of here, and we will see you as soon as I possibly can. Like I said, it very well could be tomorrow. Thank you for the help on the schedule. That really does help me out. Yeah. Yeah. And again, if you guys have been sending me emails or DMs, um, I'm trying to get caught up. It has been a wild 10 weeks. It has been, I shouldn't say wild. Wild is not the word. It has been a year's worth of convention work in 10 weeks. It's been a lot. So I'm getting caught up as fast as I possibly can. And I'm going to continue till we get caught up. Love you guys. Thank you guys so much again. And we will catch you in the next one. All right. Bye. Click. Click.